Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2023 Emerge Media Creators Fantasy Football Draft. My name is Matt Johnson. I am today's host for like an hour or so. I'm excited, very grateful to be here today to kind of run everybody through this year's draft. Of course, draft time's the best time, right, gentlemen? Everybody's hopes are high. All right, we got some crowd reaction here. Hopes are high. All right. This is the best time to do it, a couple days before the game starts. So we're going to go around and name each and every team. Of course, you guys introduce yourselves personally, talk about your podcasts, because you were all a part of this wonderful place here that Mr. Moranto, I will always call you Mr. Moranto, has created here for you all. So thank you for being a part of it. All right, let's start off with, I'm just going right in order here of what I was given, Team Tank Talk.
All right. What's going on, everybody? This is Tank Latieri speaking into a microphone here at Emerge Media Creators Co-op. I'm the host of the Tank Talk Sports Podcast. To my right here, this is Brother Bren, co-host of the Tank Talk Podcast. And we have two other representatives. Couldn't make it tonight. One's got a kid, and our other co-host, Donnie. He's our fantasy football expert, so he's in another draft.
We got the fourth right here.
That's right. He's right here. Donnie the fourth.
Yes, sir.
He gave us the stats. He gave us the 5 players to look for, 5 players to stay the hell away from.
And we're not touching them.
No,
Nope.
social distance ourselves away from those guys. But, yeah, we're here to do this thing. Appreciate all you guys coming here and just donating the trophy to the Tank Talk Podcast this year. So
yes,
looking forward to the draft, fellas.
All right, very good. Next up, we have Duke representing TrapNerd Sports.
How's it going, guys? This is my first year in the fantasy league, so that's the only reason I didn't win. So I would be defending my title if I was here last year, but I'll just have to take it this year. Harry and Joe aren't here today. They don't have kids or anything. They just suck and they're not here. But they don't need them.
There's no money in it. So.
Yeah, there's no money. They are gambling degenerates, and there's no money involved.
They don't like having fun.
Yeah, they don't like fun. They just like losing money. But it's all right. I'm all we need.
Boom.
There you have it.
As we said, he is the podcast. Let that be known.
I am the podcast. I am the team.
All right, moving on to the name with the most syllables, the Team 716th Attack Legion podcast. Mr. Jordan Kinney, how are you, pal?
I'm good. It's the 716th Attack Legion podcast.
All right.
Get it right, get it tight.
Well, this is what he gets for doing the Jaguars Colt stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
We won't talk about it on there.
I mean, your records show for themselves. Three-time AFC East champs. I'm just saying.
How many Super Bowl champs you got?
Only team to ever go to 4 consecutive.
And lose.
You see it right here. There's one right here.
Hold this out.
Got 4 AFC East championships, though.
That's cute.
Take your victories where you can get them.
We got some, too.
Right.
But we can keep going.
Anyways, listen, our podcast is all about Star Wars, and, we look forward to doing this. Jack, Julian, and Christian opted out, so this is a one-person dog and pony. So here we are. We're going to take that W home this year and to a galaxy far, far away.
Ooh.
Boom.
Nice
all right.
Well said, but doesn't sound too confident.
That's good stuff. All right, next up, BigYAC Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nico from the BigYAC Podcast. Mike couldn't make it tonight. He's got to work, but he is drafting remote with me. One half of the BigYAC Podcast. Don't got too much to say, but let's bring home the trophy.
Very good. Next up, next of kin.
Oh, that's me.
What? No kidding.
Hey, I'm pressing like 35 buttons and doing this. So.
Hey, you're doing a hell of a job.
Well, obviously, I'm Moranto. This is my facility. Just glad everybody's here. I'm the host of Next of Kin with my son, Christian. We talk about fandom stuff. I also started another podcast, which is Star Trek One, so I'm full nerd, with Rick and Julian, and that's the Double Fist Punch podcast. So
Plugging tune.
I'm just, if there was money, I'd be donating it to the league like I did with Matt's league, just donating money.
We appreciate it.
I like to participate. We're all winners in the end, man. We're all winners in the end.
That's right. Very good. All right. Next up, the defending champion. I've got
Bingo.
Team Zach 2 Beefy. Is that it? All right,
That is it.
He's out here.
So,
Fur coat,
as you said,
glasses.
you know,
he looks like
100
the
degrees
champ,
out,
bougied
no
up.
problem.
had to come out in style, obviously. Rest in peace, Zach Squared. They're technically the reigning champions, but we're with the Beefy Podcast. Where Zach is, no idea. What do we talk about on our podcast? No idea. Where's our other co-host? Potentially in the room. He's unannounced still, but he's in the room. We'll let you guys figure out who that is.
it's me.
It's not us.
You know,
It's not us.
And all these,
Hey, could be me.
got all these fools running their mouths thinking they're taking my trophy from me.
Who?
Last year was my year. This year will be my year, and every year prior to this year, and after this year,
okay, you'll
if I
figure
can
it
really
out.
speak English,
Yeah.
will be my year.
Good save.
I fucked it up. It's all right. I'm running this shit till 2035, baby.
Oh, shit.
All right, so it's every year will be my year.
Promise?
My man.
Promise.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Team Beefy Cards.
That would be me. My name is Alan Garcia. Me and my friend Jacob Mosholder, we run the Beefy Card Shop.
If he ever shows up.
If he ever shows up, feels like a one-man show right now. All your sports card needs, Beefy Card Shop on Instagram. And the next co-host of the Beefy Podcast.
Just drop the bomb right there. Give it up to my co-host.
It's a nice
hold up,
looking
hold
shirt there, Garcia. Like
yeah,
the
Why
shirt.
do these
Nice
guys
shirt.
have two teams?
Representing.
We're gonna have to watch some
the
collusion
defending
here.
reigning champion.
Oh, man, we're gonna be traded.
Representing the reigning defending champion.
Will there be fines?
Now it makes sense. He's got him on his shirt. I get it now.
No trades between those two teams. Huh?
That's
Absolutely.
right.
No colluding. Come
I
on.
don't trade
Come
anyways.
Commissioner, any rules on that?
Oh, he
Hey,
trades.
we'll
And
see.
our-
We'll keep an eye on it.
And gentlemen, our last team that is being introduced, BillsAholic Pod.
What's up, guys? This is actually our first draft. We got the first pick, so that means we're coming first. You know what
I don't know if
mean?
that's how that works.
That's how it works. We got
Gotta represent.
You're the first
team to go to last?
No.
Hey,
You guys are taping your first pod right after this. You guys are already all in.
Rooks.
No pressure.
Yeah. So we're finally with Emerge. We started a podcast last year. It didn't work out as we wanted, and now we're just on to new beginnings, and hopefully
Just here to win a Super Bowl, man.
just here to
win a Super Bowl. Finally for Bills Mafia.
shout out.
I'm going to turn over to the commissioner. All right, Tank, go over the rules, anything else you have to add before we get this draft underway?
Well, it's pretty standard. Scoring is standard. I know last year we juiced up the quarterback scoring, but
Not this year.
too many complaints, and that might have been the reason why our reigning defending champion won. So we took that rule away. It's gone. So we're back to standard everything.
PPR.
PPR. That's basically it. Every podcast has their own team, but each co-host, as we kind of went over to start this whole thing off, as a co-manager for their team. So 8 teams, 8 pods. Let's get this thing going, man. New league, new year, new Emerge, baby.
Yeah.
Season 2, let's get it.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Before we get this thing underway, the draft positioning. BillsAholic Pod already announced that they are pick number 1. BigYAC is picking number 2. Team 716th, Attack Legion, got it right there, is picking number 3. Number 4 is Next of Kin. 5 is Tank Talk. 6, Team Beefy Cards. 7 is TrapNerd Sports. And 8, Team Zach 2 Beefy.
Oh, before we get this draft started here, we have to run the trophy ceremony for our reigning defending champion. So, Zach 2 Beefy, the floor is yours, my friend.
Trophy's right where it belongs. Right on my desk. I'll put it in between us. Let Nico get a little sniff of it.
That's cold, man. That's
We're
cold.
going to do the same thing next year. I don't really have much to say because it's going to be the same thing year after year. So I'm just going to let my draft do the talking for me.
All right.
Thank you, Sir Elton.
Well said. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Get it going.
Ready to kick this thing off, Matt?
Let's kick it off.
The 2023-2024 Emerge Fantasy Football League Draft is underway, and BillsAholic Podcast, you are now
I think it's pretty.
on the clock.
I think it's pretty obvious who you want to pick, right? Jettis.
Josh,
We've had the pick locked in for a couple of weeks.
Stephon Diggs.
It'll be Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, very good.
Hey,
He was,
No one saw that coming.
number one projected
Not a
wide
soul.
receiver, 367.3 points last year as far as yardage goes, 1,809 with 8 touchdowns. So, and 128 receptions. So, very good, very good. Hard to debate that being number one. It's been a popular choice through many leagues.
All right. BigYAC Podcast, you are now on the clock.
This one's easy. We're not going to waste anyone's time. Give me Jamar Chase.
Okay.
Ooh, 242.4 points last year. I know there was an injury, a little bit of a stretch, but Jamar Chase had 87 catches for 1,046 yards and 9 touchdowns last year. So, Jamar Chase.
7/16th attack, you are now on the clock.
You screwed me. That was the one person I was hoping to get. Well, with that being said, we're going to go with Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey, first running back off the board. 351 points in 2022. 1,139 yards on the ground with 8 rushing touchdowns. Receiving wise, had 85 catches for 741 yards and 5 touchdowns.
All right.
One of the best dual threat running backs in the game.
Beautiful. Next of Kin Podcast, you are now on the clock.
Okay. All right. We'll keep it simple here. We're just going to go with Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase is off.
No, you're not.
Oh, man.
That's rough.
That's tough.
Is your app
So
not
I'm-
uploading?
I'm-
Updating?
Am I having a problem with my app?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
What is he doing?
Maybe I can help.
Am I picking it wrong?
Pause the draft.
Is this a
Pause the
bit?
draft.
What is he setting up for?
Let's see.
He's-
Still
What's
says
bro
Jefferson
cooking over there?
Or is that?
Close the app and reopen it.
Plot
Unplug
twist.
it.
He's on
Oh,
his-
you're not even joining the draft. He's in the players taken. All right, there we go.
All right.
You're up now.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff over here. I'm a busy
Okay.
man.
All
I'm
right.
trying to
Let's
do-
rewind.
All right.
Play it.
Next of Kin Podcast, you are now
Yeah.
on the clock.
Edit that out for me. Okay. All right. I'm just going to go. I'll just keep it simple. Equin.
Austin Eckler, second RB off the board here. 372.7 points last year. 915 yards on the ground with 13 rushing touchdowns. Caught 107 passes last year for 722 yards and 5 receiving touchdowns.
All right. Tank Talk Podcast, you are now on the clock. So now, I believe,
What are we thinking here?
I know who we're thinking. It's pretty
Who?
obvious. You
Anthony
would typically
Richardson.
think here you go Travis Kelce, but with the breaking news that came out today,
My leg!
not looking too ripe. So with
No.
that being said, we're going to go with the second best wide receiver in the league, Tyreek Hill, baby.
There it is. Tyreek Hill, 347.2
Come
points
on.
last year. Had 119 catches for 1,710 yards and 7 touchdowns. He also had 2 touchdowns on the ground.
That's right.
Ooh.
All right.
Stats.
Beefy Cards, you are now on the clock.
Well, unfortunately, I was hoping Tyreek Hill was going to fall to your boy.
Sorry
That's-
about it.
Too bad.
It happens. So I'm just going to take the best running back since Saquon Barkley. It's simple. Bijan Robinson.
Bijan.
At the 6.
Bijan, we do not have stats up for him because he is a rookie, but Atlanta Falcons, a lot of hype behind him, popular first round pick in a lot of drafts. So
Excited.
very good, very good.
Alrighty. TrapNerd Sports Podcast, you are now on the clock.
I mean, I can't believe this guy fell to me at 7, but we're going to go with Stephon Diggs, man.
You can't believe it, huh? Okay.
Can't believe it.
There it is.
Wow.
Stephon Diggs.
Yo, he's gonna go somewhere.
316.6 points last year. Oh, great, it's loading something. That's not
Oh,
what I wanted.
a new stats popping up.
Oh, God, so much. Stop.
They're already
So
telling
much
him-
what?
They're already telling him he won the Emerge Fantasy Football Championship. And that's
Is
on
that
his
what they're
player
saying?
profile.
All right, we're getting up. Stephon Diggs, really, really good at that football thing.
Sure
We
is.
have
Really good.
108 catches for 1,429 yards and 11 touchdowns last year.
Is that good? You tell me.
That's pretty good.
All right. Zach Too Beefy, the champion. You are now on the clock.
You know, we got back-to-back picks here.
Good math.
The draft's telling me Barkley over Chubb, but I already have Barkley in another league, so I'm gonna take Nick Chubb with my first pick.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh! And now we're back on the clock, and now I got a situation.
Said, fuck, I don't want to hear nothing about his stats.
I didn't think Travis Kelce would still be on the board.
Let me get my time.
Let him get his TV time. Jeez.
No nonsense.
I got
from the
free
champ.
water, too. Come on, man. All right, 267.9 points last year. 1,525 yards on the ground with 12 rushing touchdowns. And he also had 27 catches for 239 yards and receiving touchdown. Champ, my apologies. You may continue.
It's all good. You know, we got
It's all good. Former champ.
still the champ. Brandon
Current
champ
champ.
always will be the champ. As I was saying, though, you know, didn't think Travis Kelce was going to be on the board. That injury news is worrying,
leg,
though.
man.
So as much as he carried me last year, him and Eckler, wish I had them back, but I'm going to leave Travis Kelce on the board, so whoever takes him, you're welcome. And it's telling me CeeDee Lamb over A.J. Brown. That's just crazy. Then I don't want Dak Prescott throwing to my number one wide receiver. Give me A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown, very good. 255.6 points last year with 88 catches for 1,496 receiving yards and 11 receiving touchdowns.
You know what? I'll just take the guy who finished above A.J. Brown last year and go ahead with draft CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb, 248.1 points last year with 107 catches, 1,359 receiving yards, and 9 receiving touchdowns. He also had big 47 yards on the ground. So I'll get that. Dual threat wide receiver.
Up to 48.
All right, Beefy Cards. Who we taking in the second round here?
This puts me in a bit of a predicament because I was hoping CeeDee Lamb would also fall to me.
Ooh, over 2. Not a good start.
2. But we're all right with who we have.
Best backs and Saquon Barkley. Oh, wait. Saquon Barkley is right there.
Travis Kelce is not coming to the squad. Mr. Made of Glass, Saquon Barkley's definitely not coming to the squad. Devontae Adams, not too big on him this year right now. Cooper Kupp, injury setback. We're reaching.
Made of glass.
We're going to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Ooh, very nice.
Shaking it up.
All right, Amon-Ra St. Brown, 214.6 points in 2022. He had 106 catches for 1,161 yards and 11 touchdowns. Also a sick 95 yards on the ground.
Sick indeed. Sick indeed. But this next pick will be sicker than that one. Tank Talk Podcast, you are now on the clock.
I'm hearing from my sources. Does your leg hurt?
You know, it's a little bruised up, but I think I'll be good after week 1.
Yeah, so let's get Travis Kelce. Yeah, I'm thinking that's our guy.
Travis slipped to the second round. Can't let that slip.
That was the easiest pick of the draft.
Number one rated tight end from last year, 261.3 points, almost 100 points more than the second best from 2022. 86 catches for 914 receiving yards, 6 receiving. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the wrong one. 110 catches for 1,338 receiving yards and 12 touchdowns. My bad.
Hey, side note. He's back with his old buddy Tyreek. Let that sink in for a second. Next Kin Podcast, you are now on the clock.
This stinks.
Justin Jefferson.
Travis Kelce.
Take it easy on the senior citizens over here, okay? Take it easy. Oh, my God.
Clock's ticking.
I know. I can't take Wilson because I think the
Zach
Jets.
Wilson?
No. The Jets Wilson. I don't want him because then I have to root for Aaron Rodgers to not suck. So
what's your problem?
What gives?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost wore my Packers Aaron Rodgers jersey just for you.
Me too.
I appreciate that. At least it wasn't one of those other jerks I can't stand. All right, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm going to take the first quarterback, I think. I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes.
There we go. There he is. Patty Mahomes, 497.8 points last year. 435 completions for 5,250 yards, 41 touchdowns, 12 INTs. Also had 4 touchdowns on the ground.
Alrighty.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
Good. 7/16 attack. You are now on the clock.
It's 2 picks now. 2 picks. Same thing. I was hoping the guy would go.
Just get Joshy Poo and get it over with.
The 6th
Get
best
your QB.
quarterback in the league.
Well, I'm actually going to go with the true number 1 receiver. A true deep threat. Even though he's got a mediocre quarterback throwing to him, he's going to be like Tyreek Hill in Miami, putting up big numbers. I'm going to go with Devontae Adams.
There it is. The 3rd best receiver last year in fantasy scoring, 285.5 points over last year. He had 100 receptions for 1,516 receiving yards and 14 touchdowns.
All right. BigYAC Podcast. You are up once again here.
Just getting some correspondence from my co-host here.
What's he
A couple
saying?
Players on the board here. We're doing some field research, letting the clock tick a little bit.
This draft is not brought to you by Blue Light. Just want to
We're
throw that
looking
out
for
there.
sponsors. So.
The
But
man
gladly
is
take
delicious.
Maybe next year. Potentially next year.
All that being said, the pick is in. Give me their best running back available, and Mr. Saquon Barkley.
Quan Barkley.
Can't believe we fell that far.
All right. Sixth best fantasy running back last year. 255.5 points overall with 285 attempts for 1,312 yards rushing, 10 rushing touchdowns. Also added 57 catches for 338 yards.
All right. BillsAholic, you're back on the clock with this pick and also the next pick in the 3rd round.
Pick in.
The pick's in.
The pick's in.
Pick's in.
Dun, 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 dun,
Chris, I will
dun.
have you pick the new running back 1 for Dallas.
Tony Pollard. We're going to go ahead and take him here.
All right.
Very good. Tony Pollard, 229.3 points in 2022, 193 attempts with 1,007 yards on the ground and 9 rushing touchdowns. Also had 371 yards receiving off 39 catches and 3 receiving touchdowns.
Beautiful. BillsAholic, back up again to kick off the 3rd round here.
I think we're back on the clock. What Bills podcast would we be without our Lord and Savior, Josh Allen? Normally we can go quarterback this early, but we have to.
It fits.
All right.
It fits.
Josh
like you had
Allen, QB2 from last year, 465.5 points. He had 359 completions for 4,283 yards, 35 touchdowns, 14 INTs. Also added 762 yards on the ground with 7 rushing touchdowns.
Beautiful. BigYAC, you're back up.
All right, so this one's easy. And I say that because I've already sent my left hamstring over to Cooper Kupp. So let's grab him.
Cooper Kupp. All right. I'm a-looking.
For his hamstring?
You're not worried about the hamstring?
It's not.
He just said he gave it to him.
Yeah, I'm flying mine out to California right now.
Okay.
There it is. All right, Cooper
good teammate.
Kupp. Last year, a short season, 9 games played, 163.9 points, though. Averaged 18.2 points per game. Pretty solid still. 75 receptions for 812 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns. He also had 1 rushing touchdown. So
Throw that in there in that Sean McVay offense. So let's go. 7/16. You're up again.
Well, I'm going to go with somebody who was only one of 2 of these to go to the Super Bowl last year. I got to go with the NFC quarterback of choice, unfortunately.
Whoa.
But Jalen Hurts.
there it is.
There he is.
Very good. Jalen Hurts.
Got to have a quarterback.
Quarterback's starting to fly off the board here.
The 3 that have been taken so far, in my personal opinion, those are the best to go early. They got that nice mobility going. So 422 points last year, 306 completions for 3,701 yards, 22 touchdowns to 6 INTs. He also added 760 yards on the ground with 13 rushing touchdowns.
Alrighty, that brings us to The Next of Kin Podcast.
Jerry Rice still available?
He's there somewhere.
Jeez Louise.
Still coming back. He could come back.
Adrian Peterson's there.
So, I got to get a wide receiver.
Know your allegiances.
I can't pick that way though. So let's go with Olave.
Oh, all right.
Okay, Olave Garden over there on the Next Kin Podcast.
Hold on, I'm going to find him. There it is. Chris Olave last year, 162.2 points, 72 catches for 1,042 receiving yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Alrighty. Tank Talk Podcast is now on the clock, and guess what? Our pick is in. This guy is set to have a hell of a season. He showcased his talents during the Hard Knocks these past couple weeks here.
Yeah. I wonder who he could be talking about.
From 0 MVP quarterback to a multiple-time MVP quarterback. In there to shift the culture a little bit. We're going with wide receiver for the New York Jets, the Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
You're still there, man. Right. Got to snap.
174.2 points in 2022. He had 83 catches for 1,103 yards and 4 touchdowns.
That's right.
That's impressive with Mike White and Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Now, what's he going to do with Aaron Rodgers? We'll see.
Big things.
We'll see.
Big things.
Aaron Rodgers going to overthrow.
What's your problem?
What's all you guys like? I get the Bills and Jets thing, but what's your
quarterback.
guys' deal with the Jets, man?
I think I started working when he did. I think he should be retiring. Should be on the golf course with other old guys.
Beefy cards on the clock.
He is better than your favorite quarterback. He is he's definitely better than.
He's not better than Josh Allen. No, it's not even close. You're high.
Oh, here we go.
Aaron Rodgers didn't lead the league in picks last year.
I mean, I don't take it that serious. Like I was excited for Jacksonville last year. You know,
what did Josh Allen do in the playoffs the last 3 years?
I don't know.
He made him. Still went though.
It's on-site beef with the Bills versus anybody.
That's right, I guess, and we are on-site beef with the Beefy Cards here, who's on the clock. He's about to.
2 years ago when he won MVP.
Beefy Cards is about to get auto drafted here. I'm not going to pause it because he knows he's on the clock.
He's saying 2 years ago he won MVP, but that's the same year that Josh Allen went to the AFC Championship.
You're on the auto draft, Garcia.
I picked Jalen Waddle.
That's it.
Hey, it's that easy.
That's right.
Jalen Waddle, 221.7 points last year, 7th best wide receiver. He had 75 catches.
Goes with your shirt, that Miami Dolphin.
356 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Not enough beer in the world for this.
Shit, give me one. I need.
So I can't believe in the 3rd round.
Wait, are you old?
Oh, no, don't do it.
I'll do it.
The league's leading rusher is still here. Signed his contract. Gonna be happy and rich.
It's going to be happy and rich.
I'm
That's
gonna
right.
go. Still 25 years old, man. Josh Jacobs.
Joshua Jacobs, 301.8 points in 2022 off 340 rushes, 1,653 yards, 12 rushing touchdowns. Also had 53 catches for 400 yards. So very, very good.
All right. Zach Too Beefy, champion, on the clock. Go.
Honestly, I can't believe I'm getting this guy in the 3rd round. It's pretty simple. Let's just stack up the running game. Give me Derrick Henry.
It's easy.
Derrick Henry. 282.1 points in 2022, 349 attempts, 1,538 rushing yards, 13 rushing touchdowns. Also caught 33 passes for 398 yards as well.
Well, back on the clock. You know.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Again, every pick is simple.
They're all simple. It's an easy game. This pick's the easiest pick I have so far. So, there's one thing that the fantasy draft and the mock drafts don't tell you, and that's how much heart a guy has. I sat in this room last year and drafted this man, knowing damn well he won't play a single game all season. Who has more heart than a guy that's willing to bet on himself? I want him. You know who he is. Give me Calvin Ridley.
I love it. Boom.
Calvin Ridley.
That bet on himself line was
he
underrated.
didn't play last year. That's right. Okay. Very good. Should be a number one option in Jacksonville. So
do we have any parlay stats on Calvin Ridley? What was his gambling record? What was his net worth? What are we talking here?
What's his favorite betting site?
I think it was DraftKings, right?
Definitely a DraftKings guy.
TrapNerd Sports is up.
Yes, I am. And Mark Andrews.
What about him?
Wide receiver 1 for Lamar Jackson. Don't care if he plays tight end. That guy does not pass block. He's going to be running routes 100% of his time on the field.
Just like our
tight end 1 the last time he was healthy for a full season. Got to go get him, man.
Not bad.
Monken over there passing the ball.
154 points last year, over 15 games played with 73 catches for 847 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns.
You know, it gets to a point where you just feel like you need to start taking running backs, but the ones that are here you just don't like, so give me T. Higgins.
He threw me for a loop on that one. Looking all over the damn place.
You can't see the draft board, guys.
T. Higgins, 183.9 points last season, 74 catches, 1,029 receiving yards, and 7 touchdowns.
That brings us to our next pick on the Tank Talk podcast. We're kind of debating right here. Some good picks available on the board.
A lot of intense talking over there, guys.
We got one, too.
Don't second
I wonder
guess
what's
yourselves.
going on in
You
the
seem a little
draft room.
unprepared over there.
Yeah.
This one's for Donnie.
This one's for Donnie.
This one's for Donnie.
It's going to be Kyler Murray.
I can't argue.
Double XP weekends. We're set.
We're not going with Kyler Murray. That's one. And it doesn't seem like the Cardinals are either.
Oh.
So we're going with our co-host's favorite player in the league right now,
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. We're loading up these wide receivers, baby.
Yes, you are. DK Metcalf, 181.8 points last year, 90 catches, 1,048 receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns.
Can't stop him.
No, Joe Montana is not on the clock either next Skin podcast.
Damn it. Well,
You read his mind? That was crazy.
if Joe Montana was still there, he'd be looking to throw a pass to this guy. So that's who I'm going to take next. Samuel from San Fran.
That was pretty smooth.
Debo.
That was a good
transition there.
You guys are
Thank
getting
you.
really good
I
at
did
this.
work in media for way too freaking long.
Debo Samuel, last year, 13 games played, 140.4 points, 56 catches for 632 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Also a bit of a ground threat, 42 attempts, 232 yards rushing, and 3 rushing touchdowns.
7/16. Who you got?
So I'm a little torn here.
Feeling like a fool?
Yeah, this is the start of the draft. We're like, we can get him or him.
Well,
Or maybe this guy or that guy.
There's a few.
no, the thing is that I'm torn about is do I want to be an asshole or not?
Be an asshole.
The answer's always yes.
No.
Why stop?
Don't do it.
Why stop now, man?
I'm
Why
going to
stop
pick.
now?
Well, that's true. Why stop now? I mean, I'm going to go with the somebody who averaged 19.5 points last year a game. And he's on the higher end. But he's definitely mobile.
Okay.
And I think this is the only way to go. And that's Lamar Jackson. Have the 2 most mobile quarterbacks in the game.
That's a weird
All
1-2
right.
punch, though.
But is it because now the
Can't
top
start both.
quarterbacks are off the board?
No, you're right.
I was
you
like,
are.
oh,
You gotta-
shoot,
you
I
gotta
can't
do-
find Lamar. I was looking under running backs. Hey, that was
Still more points up on the Colts?
Oh.
swing and a miss. All right, 270. I love you, Jordan. 270.1 points.
Sorry about it.
That was great.
Me and Jordan have been doing this for years, back and forth. It's all love. 203 completions for 2,242 yards, 17 touchdowns, 7 INTs. Also, 112 attempts for 764 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground.
All right. Big Yak, who we thinking here? Went with Cup last round. The round before, Saquon Barkley and Jamar Chase. Who we thinking?
Like you guys were saying, it gets to the point in the draft where you kind of just have to take what's given to you. And the best player available, in my eyes, far and away, is Devonta Smith here. Give me Devontae Smith.
Hey, just reading the board, baby.
Sometimes just got to read that board, man.
All right, Devontae Smith. He's a coming. All right, 207.1 points last year, 95 catches, 1,196 receiving yards, and 7 touchdowns.
BillsAholic on the clock.
Right. So we better take a tight end before it's too late.
Yeah.
There's only so many.
I feel like they're going to go Dalton Kincaid for some.
There's only like 32.
Or maybe Dawson.
Or
Or the guy that looks like me. I don't know.
Or maybe George Kittle.
Oh,
All right.
he doesn't look like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they weren't questioning picking
So it is
him.
George
I hope you
Kittle.
don't regret it.
All right. George Kittle, 170.5 points last year in 15 games played, 60 catches for 765 yards, and 11 receiving touchdowns.
Right back to you, BillsAholic.
We're back on the clock. I could maybe
Maybe.
send it and go with a guy like Alvin Kamara, but he's suspended, so it's kind of easy. And I think I'm gonna go with a guy that's being compared to Alvin Kamara. Go ahead and get Jahmyr Gibbs. Out of Detroit.
Gibbs, rookie for the Lions. They moved on from DeAndre Swift and I think a couple other people for him. So big expectations for Jahmyr Gibbs this year.
Good. BigYAC is up once again.
All right. Going through some more correspondence here. Again, got to just play the board.
What's the board telling you?
The board's
Listen to
whispering
it.
secrets to me.
BigYAC.
Pick me.
Pick me.
I want to be on your team.
No, I want to be on your team.
No, me. All right. One thing about me, if you listen to the show, I'm really big on stacks this year. And I think we might have one of the best stacks as it's looking on the board so far.
Joe Burrow.
Give me my boy, Joe. Joe.
Nice.
There we go.
Gee, my toes getting kind of
All
cold.
right,
in here.
Joe Burrow, 420.7 points last year, 414 completions for 4,475 yards, 35 touchdowns, 12 INTs, took off 75 times for 257 yards, and 5 rushing touchdowns.
7/16.
So I'm going to go with somebody I know is going to have a great season for at least 2 matchups of the season. Because he's just going to walk all over the opposing team. And that's going to be Travis Etienne, walking all over them Colts.
Oh, man, you're so sad.
What's your obsession, bro?
I don't.
He just wants to hurt me. That's all.
What a G.
187.6 points last year. 1,125 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. Caught 35 passes as well for 316 yards. And that's that.
Okay. Next kin.
I did a lot of work on this one, and I feel this is I got to get a tight end. So my best friend growing up, this was his first name, and I'm into the fandom stuff, and the last name's famous character. So I'm gonna go for my tight end, Darren Waller.
D-Wall.
But I gotta go back down and press the button.
Darren Waller. All right, Darren. Oh my God, this app. It's horrible. Anyways, new face on the Giants. Should have a really, really good year. I'm trying to get a stat.
Number 12.
I apologize. Yeah.
Well, safe to say he didn't have too much with the Raiders, so.
No, it wasn't a good year for Darren. Over 9 games played, 70.8 points, 28 catches, 388 yards, 3 touchdowns. Should be number 1 in New York this year.
Okay. So that brings us to the next Tank Talk pick.
Anthony Richardson.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You weren't supposed to say that. Now everyone knows.
I'm good with that.
Anyways,
Send the pick in.
how can I transition this? Obviously, we're going to stick with the receiver. We're going to be a receiver stacked team.
We're gonna wait on these running backs. There's more out there.
He He got traded and is now a part of Bear Don. Shout out DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
Get him.
Great choice. DJ Moore, 167.6 points last year. 63 catches, 888 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns.
This team looking crazy.
Yeah.
Good. Beefy Cards.
I mean, I think the only receiving core on par with your guys' is probably mine, so I might as well keep adding to that stack, you
Got a
know?
little competition.
Sure.
No, I mean,
You forgot about my receiving core, but it's all right.
or we could just lock up our RB1 and 2 and finish it off. Joe Mixon. We'll take him.
You're finishing off Joe Mixon?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
What are you talking
What?
about?
Joe Mixon, 209.5 points last year. 210 attempts, 814 yards, 7 touchdowns. Also had 60 catches for 441 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns.
TrapNerd Sports. Who we thinking here? See, you earlier you went with Mark Andrews, Josh Jacobs, CeeDee Lamb, and Stephon Diggs. Who we adding to the bunch here?
I'm going to go with a guy who got it done last year. It was a little ugly the way he did it, but 2 years ago he was the top 3 running back.
Okay.
He got a lot of offensive line help this year. Biggest tight end since Jelani Woods, even though that guy doesn't play. So we're going to go with Najee Harris.
Give it to Naj.
Najee Harris, 203.2 points last year. 272 attempts, 1,038 yards, and 7 touchdowns on the ground. He also had 41 catches for 229 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns.
All right. Zach Too Beefy.
Back to our back-to-back picks. So we're going to take a guy this time around. Quarterback's unproven, relatively new. His old retirement home partner just left for the Jets. So what happens when a young quarterback can't throw the ball well? You start to run the ball more. Give me Aaron Jones.
Good pick. Good pick.
Very good. Aaron Jones last year, RB9, 219.1 points, 213 attempts, 1,121 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. He also had 59 catches for 395 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns.
Well, since we're back on the clock with my next pick, I think it's about that time you got to get a quarterback. I'm not sure if I'd call this guy much of a quarterback yet. He's more of a running back. But we always hope that he's going to throw the ball better this year. So give me Justin Fields.
I like that.
Bear down.
Bear down. Justin Fields, 330 points last year. 192 completions for 2,242 passing yards, 17 touchdowns to 11 INTs. Also had a 160 attempts rushing for 1,143 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns.
All right, that brings up TrapNerd Sports once again.
All right, I'm going to go with a guy who's getting a little older. Wasn't on the field the whole season last year, but when he was on the field, killed every game. So I'm going to go with Keenan Allen.
Okay.
Keenan Allen.
New offensive coordinator in there.
Yeah, faster pace. Justin Herbert will actually not have broken ribs this year.
Keenan Allen, 131 points last year, over 10 games played. He had 66 catches for 752 yards and 4 receiving touchdowns.
That brings us right back to Beefy Cards. He went with Bengals back-to-back picks. Will another Bengal be off the board here?
And I'm going to
Let's see.
stick in the AFC North
Oh, close enough.
and go get me Amari Cooper.
All right.
Didn't think you're going there, but good pick.
Mari
I
Cooper,
know.
209 points last year with 78 catches for 1,160 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns.
I hope he does well this year.
He's got a full off-season Deshaun Watson, so
And
Deshaun Watson going to avoid the massage
guys,
parlor,
you're taking
though.
up my
That's the
time
real
on
question.
Going from one mediocre quarterback to a sub-mediocre quarterback.
welcome to my world.
you did it to yourself.
True.
So we hope this guy does well, just like Amari Cooper does for Beefy Cards. We're going to go with our first running back off the board, an impressive one to say the least, because this guy is potentially going to be the whole New England Patriots offense.
Yeah, most likely.
Ramondre Stevenson.
You really want to run the East?
Ramondre Stevenson, 214.6 points last year. 210 attempts for 1,040 yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. Also had 69 catches for 421 yards and 1 receiving touchdown.
And hopefully more.
Hopefully more.
Next Kin Podcast. Who are you taking her?
It's tough. Get to this point, you got to start filling in some blanks.
O.J. Simpson's not on the board, by the way.
I would take him, man.
Blanks.
Neither is Jack Kemp.
He's got this, man. He's coming back.
I know you're looking for Dan Marino. No matter how hard you're
I
looking,
would
he's not gonna
never.
be there.
Let's just be clear.
There he
Like
is.
I wouldn't
He put the
draft
camera on himself. He's
his
not having that.
him and his icer fucking toner gloves.
Oh! Hey, this
could
guy
just-
does not like anybody.
No.
Just anybody. Period. Just hates it.
Give me Walker from Seattle.
Okay.
All right.
Ken Walker.
All right, Kenneth Walker, 189.1 points last year, 228 attempts, 1,051 rushing yards, and 9 rushing touchdowns. Also had 27 catches for 165 yards.
7/16.
Sorry, I'm talking to agents right now, so I just
What are you working a deal?
absolutely. You know, because we got to make sure that we hit big targets here, right?
Huge, yeah.
So we got to get a guy who went from having 2 trash quarterbacks to now having a higher end veteran quarterback presence.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to go with DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh.
He's going to
Okay.
put up big numbers in Tennessee.
All right.
You sure?
I
DeAndre
know.
Hopkins,
Oh, your agents were telling you. My bad.
9 games played, 119.7 points. He had 64 catches for 717 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns.
What's wrong, Tank?
I'm just letting you roll with it, man. BigYAC Podcast. Who we thinking here?
Like I said, the name of the game for this team over here is playing the board. There's a tight end sticking out here that is honestly the best player available. Give me my guy, T.J. Hawkinson.
T.J. Hawkinson, paid man this year.
That's right.
Finished as tight end 2 in 2022, 172.4 points, 86 catches for 914 yards and 6 touchdowns.
BigYAC, big board, big money for that tight end.
That's right.
Sir.
All right, this is my last pick, gentlemen, then I have to boogie.
All right. BillsAholic, who we thinking?
All right. So we took a new running back 1 in Dallas. I think it's time for a new running back 1. His running mate, Dalvin Cook, went to the Jets. We're going to Alexander Madison.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Oh. We got any stats for him?
I'm pulling it up.
A lot of young running backs.
Alexander Madison, 80.9 points last year. 74 attempts, 283 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. Also had 15 catches for 91 yards and a receiving tutter. So, good luck, gentlemen. I got to go.
Thank you, Matt.
All
Appreciate
right.
y'all.
Hey, thanks.
Good luck this year.
Thanks for hosting, Matt.
You're gonna get an Emmy for this, man.
I should.
You should.
Thank you. I want my $5.
Oh. You'll get it at St. Elmo's this weekend, pal.
See you Saturday, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Guys.
Alrighty. Appreciate Matt for stopping by and dropping his stats on every single player that has been drafted up to this point. So, let the fun continue, shall we? BillsAholic, you're back on the clock.
Well, Tank, they like to call this guy NFL young boy. We're gonna go ahead and
I like it.
this is a pretty easy pick for me. Wide receiver 1 over there in Pittsburgh, just a couple hours away from here. We're gonna go ahead and lock this pick in with Mr. George Pickens.
All right.
An absolute dog.
He's that guy.
BigYAC, did they steal your pick there?
No.
Okay,
That's
so
a
okay.
deep pick.
All right, well,
I
who we
wasn't
thinking
expecting
here?
to go that early, but hey, that's got to get your guy. Once again, listen.
We're
You
listening.
were talking about Dalvin Cook's old running mate. Give me Dalvin Cook's new running mate.
Reese Reese.
All right, 7/16. You're on the clock.
Reese's Pieces.
With your boy down for week 1, I'm expecting big points out of there. Out of KC here. We're going to go with Sky Moore.
Oh. All righty. Next, Ken, who we thinking? Are we thinking at all?
I'm looking.
All right, might prove my answer.
It's going to be, I've got to get some more running backs. Done with that.
He's thinking twice about it now.
I definitely am second guessing.
He said, fuck.
Like, I've been doing a lot.
No, we're gonna do this.
What? What?
No, I keep going back and
What?
forth between a couple
we
guys,
doing?
so
What?
I'll go with Goddard from Philly.
Hey, that's a good pick.
2 tight end set. He's running in next to Ken. Okay.
Just 12 personnel only.
Tank Talk is now on the clock, and our brother Brent is going to announce our pick here.
Me personally, big fan.
It's definitely not a team aspect here, just him personally.
Hey, not of the team he's on though. The team, absolute garbage.
Don't do it.
You can't say nothing. You're a fan
Hey,
against
listen,
them.
steady offensive line. They invested some money into this offensive line this season.
But he runs
It's a good pick.
so mad.
It's a
Do
good
not
pick.
do it.
It's a good pick.
It's a great
Damian
pick.
Pierce.
Damian
That's a good
fucking Pierce.
I was going with
He
that.
runs so angry.
Runs like hell.
He does.
He got all the snaps in the preseason. I like that pick a lot.
Thank you.
Runs so mad.
Beefy Cards, you're up.
Let's hope he
And
falls
it sounded like you got snipped again, huh?
I did by
That was 2.
by next to kin. I was hoping Goddard was gonna fall to me. It was a good pick. I might as well go best quarterback available.
No.
Damn.
Take this any way you'd like.
Kirkio?
Nah, he's hoping to do the stack at
Drafted
TrapNerd.
Nathan
Aaron
Peterman.
Rodgers.
God damn it.
Give me Justin Herbert.
All right.
So
Kirkio.
close.
Jay Herbo.
Give me Jay Herbert.
So close. I know. I wanted
Yeah.
that Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen stack.
All right, well, who are you thinking here now?
All right, well, that's
Trav?
my last-
That shifts some things here.
I like Trevor Lawrence a lot, but Justin Herbert was my last elite quarterback off the board, so we're gonna skip over that guy.
Okay.
And we'll be running with like Jordan Love or something later.
It's a great pick.
Bold move.
It's a great
You know
pick.
what? What are you gonna do?
It's a great pick.
He's a guy. He's been looking good so up to date here.
He's indeed a guy.
He is definitely one of those.
He is a guy.
All right.
You know, I love Terry McLaurin, but he's dealing with injury issues.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dotson is going to be really good this year. So we're going to jump down to the next best receiver, in my opinion, and that's Christian Watson.
Alrighty.
I like that pick.
Yeah, you do.
Of course you do.
Wonder why.
Definitely not Homer. Zach 2 Beefy, you're up
Killed
again.
it
And
at the end of last
are we
year.
thinking it's another simple pick here? Is this what the board's telling you?
Well, I mean, this one's a little bit more complicated because we got a lot of running backs on the board here that don't have that good of quarterbacks or wide receivers, I should say. Like, is Terry McLaurin really that scary? Not really.
Oh,
Jonathan Taylor might play a game if we get lucky. Gonna pass up on him too. Our running game's looking pretty strong right now. Gonna head over to the wide receivers. Take a look. Definitely don't want Godwin with Baker Mayfield throwing him the ball. A little Brock Purdy action to Brandon Ayuk might be a little interesting here. I think that's what we're gonna go with. I don't really trust the. Honestly, I couldn't tell who Atlanta's quarterback is right now, so I'm gonna go Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk's not a bad shot.
And I'm going to kind of contradict myself now, though, because this pick's simple. I need a tight end. I'm going to take Kyle Pitts.
Alrighty. Interesting. TrapNerd Sports, Duke, you love yourself some Kyle Pitts there.
I do love Kyle Pitts, but he's going a little early for me this year. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who his quarterback is. This one's tough. This is like in the same aspect as Dameon Pierce. Dude's got an absolute awful team, but he's probably going to be the only person who gets the ball over there. And when he's on the field, he's really good. And I also need running back, so we're going to go with James Conner.
Interesting.
Who else is going to get the ball?
Interesting.
Someone's got to
Clayton
get it over
Tune
there.
can't throw the ball more than 5 yards, so.
you promise?
Joshua Dobbs can.
Josh Dobbs can't either, man. He's going to be.
Dobbs can sling it.
Josh Dobbs.
Oh, we got a lot of Dobbs fans.
Don't sleep on Josh Dobbs.
I did not think I was going to be in a room with a bunch of Dobbs fans.
He's a Madden created player.
He's also an astronaut, dude.
Show some respect.
I need some more respect for Josh Dobbs.
Well, as long as he dumps it off to James Conner,
Who are you showing some respect here to, Beefy Cards?
Josh Dobbs going in the 8th round.
Yeah. Just get the connection.
Chris Godwin here would not be the worst pick on the planet. He's going to get his touches. He's going to get the ball in the slot, on the outsides. He's going to be fine. I have a lot of receivers right now. I feel like I'm obligated to take a running back. I've been hearing that this guy is fully 100% ready to go. Nothing's holding him back this season. Ready to go week 1. I'm not big on him. A lot of people are. Give me J.K. Dobbins.
There you go.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, look at that. That brings us to the Tank Talk podcast.
you sure?
It's okay.
100% sure.
Personal.
That's what trades are for.
All right. We had a little conference right here. Couple players we could pick here. But which one are we going to pick?
That is the question.
The one that scores points.
Definitely a guy.
That is the question at all
That's the
times.
question at hand. So, with that being said, even though... we're going to take a different route here.
Okay.
Somebody's got to catch the ball in Tampa Bay, right?
You bastard.
Somebody's got to catch the ball.
There it is.
Why not Chris Godwin?
There you go. That's where I was at.
How you doing? Keep it moving to next again.
Oh,
That's what I was doing.
Felt that.
what are you doing now?
What you were doing. So you screwed me.
I'm just going to overhear and move my snacks.
I'm going to take a shot here. You took my guy. I'm going to take your guy.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to...
This is personal.
That guy, this is either going to be a great pick or the worst pick of the
Don't
year.
Do it. I dare you.
Anthony Richardson.
Nope.
It's JT.
Nope.
Oh.
Pittman.
All right, I don't know.
Michael
Tank
Pittman.
Solich and
Okay.
Duggan.
Pittman. Either a guy's going to hit him or he's not, and we'll find out.
All right, well, the way you were talking, I thought you were going Richardson. I was going to say
I'm
that's
calling him the next.
I'm not that. I did that in another league. We'll see about that. We'll
Alrighty.
save it later.
That brings us to the 7/16th attack. It sounded like he wasn't too thrilled with his last pick. Let's see if he can redeem himself here.
Listen, I watched a lot of NFL Network before coming to today.
Okay.
And they're saying Sky Moore's the guy, especially with that Kelsey injury.
Okay.
We'll see. But I'm going to go with somebody who's being quoted as the next Travis Kelsey and go with Dalton Kincaid.
There you go.
All right. Sneaky pick. BigYAC Podcast. Who's next on your draft board here?
There's a couple guys we're going back and forth on. But I got to take a guy who was taken really high in last year's draft that looks to have a little bit more stability at quarterback compared to last year. Looks like to be the number one option in his offense. Give me Drake London.
I like that. That's a good pick.
Switching it up here. We're going a little bit older now. This dude's always good for a few solid games a season. We'll go Mike Williams.
Mike Will made it. We'll see if he'll make an impact for the Chargers this season.
We will see.
BillsAholic, you're on the clock once again.
Travis went a little old there with the Mike Williams pick.
Whoa, is there a
Well, there was an
A little
agreement. there.
conflict between
we were in agreement there. We've been in
Okay.
agreement.
Now
We were agreeing the whole.
definitely
entire draft.
wasn't-
Already coming apart at the
He
seams.
definitely
He told
was.
me to say that. He told me to
Okay,
say
okay,
that.
okay.
He set me up for that. No, but about half the season last year, I didn't know how to say this guy's name, but we're talking about running hard.
All right, let's give it another shot here.
Isaiah Pacheco from
Okay.
Kansas City. No,
All right.
could you imagine I pressed Dalvin Cook? That'd have been bad.
I wouldn't
But
start. I wouldn't start in week one.
All right, that brings us back to the next the BigYAC Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going through another conference here. Still a couple guys high up on our board. All right. You know, I think it's time to play a little gamble here.
Jonathan JT.
You know, this
You miss 100% of
this
the
is where
shots
I
you don't
thought
take.
Maranta was going when he said this could either be the best pick or the very worst pick. And in the 9th round, you know what? It's not too bad of an investment. We're taking your guy over there, Tank. Give us Jonathan Taylor.
Go ahead.
Justin Timberlake?
He'll be back.
I thought he was going to say Anthony Richardson.
Wrong, JT.
He'll be back at some point. 7/16th, you're up.
Well, we're going to go with somebody who's good out of the backfield. nice check down target for the
Okay. Yeah, sure.
for, in my opinion, the true number 2 quarterback in the league. We're gonna go
Geno
with James
Smith.
Cook.
Okay. James Cook.
From that sound of it, it sounded like he was on someone's cue. He's now removed.
That guy? Oh, wait. Him?
Hey, yo.
All right.
I got him.
He's got to take his jersey off?
Yeah,
He's got to give it to you?
Sign it real quick.
Damn.
Mexican podcast. Who
Put
we,
that on the wager for the season.
who we got here?
All right. So as you know, I co-host. I have a co-host. He's not here, and we talk a lot of fandom. So easy pick here. We'll go
Talking
with.
about
And the other tie-in here is, Zach's a big fan of this team. This is his real, the team that Zach really loves. He claims to be a Bills fan, but we know he's a Jags fan.
You
sir.
jagging
We know
off?
he's really he's been jacking off for years. So we're going with.
I cannot
That's
confirm
for-
or deny that statement.
That's back for the OJ crack over there, by the way.
Whoa.
Hey, you
And I have a picture with OJ.
I say you
Sensei.
met him. You're the one that met him. I don't know what you want me to say.
Sell the
That's your
shirt.
guy.
He didn't stab me or nothing. So I'm gonna go with.
God.
Write a book about.
Give me
Allegedly.
give me Christian Kirk.
Okay.
If the glove doesn't fit,
Well, I was about to say, he wore gloves. He couldn't get them.
That's right. Well, if he would have run better.
If you were wearing gloves,
Yeah.
he might have got you.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This guy is not wearing gloves.
Oh.
Off the field, but on the field he is.
Oh. This guy?
New asset for the New York Football Jets in the backfield.
Brother.
I'm sorry, you mean New Jersey?
Dalvin Cook.
Brother.
Interesting.
Brother Cook?
Interesting.
Hey, both cooking.
Beefy
Only
Cods.
one of them's
Who you
actually in
got?
New York, though.
I can't.
I mean, it's
deny that.
only 3 games, right?
I can't count that high.
He'll be back and he'll produce on that team.
Unless,
Give me
an-
Alvin Kamara.
unless another old man gets up in his face. We'll see.
We'll see. Hopefully he can stay clean those 3 weeks.
TrapNerd, you're up.
All right, well, I was gonna go with this guy last time. I don't know how he fell all the way to me, but we'll go with Trevor Lawrence, man. I won't have to start
If he
Jordan
went all the
Love.
way back down and come back,
Yeah.
you might as well take him at
I
that
don't
point.
have to start Jordan Love this year.
Good pick. Good value.
Nah, I was
You're hovering. It was dangerous.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Let me get Taylor Swift's biological brother, DeAndre Swift. Biological.
Okay.
I like it.
I see the resemblance.
So much resemblance.
You're a Swiftie over there, huh?
Cannot confirm or deny that either.
I don't like you right now.
That's all right. You're not like me unless after my next pick. Honestly, I have no idea where I'm going with my next pick.
Regardless, you're not going to like it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all simple picks. So that's why we're going to take Tyler Lockett.
Good pick.
Damn it. All right, well, since he stole Tyler Lockett from me, I'm going to go Scary Terry. He's got the injury, but my team can afford to wait a couple weeks.
Turf
so
toe
we'll
Terry.
Go get him.
Go
Did
get
you
him.
just overhear me? I didn't say nothing.
What?
I didn't say nothing. I was like, we should get him. We should get him. You're like, yeah, we're going to get Scary Terry. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I did not hear you.
Sorry, I said,
Like I said, I didn't say nothing.
sorry, I said no anyway.
was great. Whoever put that in the
Rolling.
chat.
The only hole left to fill is tight end.
I get
You
it.
don't say.
Wow.
And we're going with the tight end who earned himself a contract at the end of this at the end of this past year.
What is it?
Had a decent postseason, good end of the season. Give me Evan Ingram.
All right. So we just
Put the coin here, huh? 'Cause I think it's about done, right?
You're going for Zay Jones?
Who we thinking? Who were you talking about here?
I didn't know he was still in the league.
I'm thinking it's about time.
He actually didn't have a bad year.
He actually lit it up in Jack.
Yeah.
He didn't have
just
a
was
bad year
like-
last year.
Yeah.
But after his breakdown in Buffalo, I just didn't know.
Okay. I'm thinking.
Oh, this guy was on Donnie McCoy's top 5 players
Oh
to
my
select
God.
this season.
He also runs very hard.
I know exactly.
Antonio Brown.
Might go, but no.
Javonte Williams.
Good pick.
Let's go.
Good value.
That's a great pick.
We pulled them up at the exact same time. It was destined.
That's how you know we're on the same page here.
Okay. Well, someone's got to start picking them.
Who's that?
Picking who?
Kickers?
The Bucks.
I'm going.
The Bucks defense. There it is.
I'm just going to grab my defense now. I'm going to get the 49ers.
Oh, okay. That's not a bad pick.
So
what?
I don't know.
You're still
He
a
had
rock
no
star.
season last year.
Oh.
Didn't sign with anybody until this year, so we're gonna go with Mr. Head and Shoulders,
Knees and toes.
Odell Beckham Jr.
All right.
Can't say nothing. He didn't do nothing last year. No pros, no cons.
Who's up? Big Yak Podcast. Do we know who we're picking?
Like I said, Head and Shoulders.
Not really.
You better figure it out.
Yeah, I got a minute 40 to figure that out.
Once again, this draft is not brought to you by Blue Light, even though I do have the cool Blue Light shirt on, and there are Blue Light cans on this desk.
Yeah, they're stacking.
But we're not sponsored by them. Maybe next draft.
I hope so.
I heard you're thirsty.
Thank you.
The Force.
This draft is not sponsored by them, but the Tank Talk Podcast is sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook. So if you head to the description in this video, click the link, bet $20, get $200 in bonus bets, baby. That's it. Go ahead and pick the 7/16th's favorite team, the New York Jets, to win the AFC East this season. Don't matter, win or lose, bet $20. You get $200 in your FanDuel account. So, Big Yak Podcast, who we thinking here?
That being said, we're going to get a guy who might end up on the Jets this year. I got no clue. Give me Mike Evans.
Oh.
Okay.
Good pick.
Oh.
Very solid pick. We don't some contract negotiations up there. They're trying to figure that out. Will he play the rest of the season with Tampa Bay? We shall see, but that's a good value pick. BillsAholic, who we thinking?
Thinking of lock down our defense right now.
Moranto did it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're gonna go Eagles.
BillsAholics are flying. Eagles flying. Right into the 11th round here.
I think we're going to start off the 11th round here. We've got some young guys in the team. I'm going to keep the trend going. Give me JSN.
OH
IO.
over to the Big Yak Podcast.
What?
Man,
Do I got to plug another company in right now?
just a bunch of guys left on the board.
Just like last draft.
This is the ugliest part of the draft.
A bunch of guys.
Bunch of guys who could be good and could be terrible.
A lot of sleepers left.
Man, you know what? I just got to take value here. This guy keeps dropping. I thought about him in the 9th, but you know what? Let's take him here. He just signed a big deal to go over to the NFC North. Or, no, NFC South. NFC South. Miles Sanders.
Good value.
You had to go at some point.
So
at some point.
we're going to go with the best defense in the league. The real best defense in the league.
Please don't say it.
Bills Mafia, baby.
Come on, man. At least be
Buffalo
honest.
Bills.
At least be honest with yourself.
Okay, listen, we don't have a middle
At
linebacker,
least
but we
be
got
hon-
everything
At
else.
least be honest with yourself. Not the best defense in the league. Not even close.
Not better than the Packers.
Yeah, it's up for debate too.
There's like 10 defenses in the league this year that could be best defense in the league, I feel like.
That's true.
There's probably like 5.
I mean, did you guys see?
I think the Jets, the Packers do have a really good defense. The Patriots have a really good defense.
But did you see Matt Milano fold Mike White last year? Just saying.
That was last year.
I think
It's a new season.
He folded people already this year, but they were preseason.
Seasons
so
didn't
they
start
don't
yet.
count. They don't count. It's just
Cowboys. There's a lot of good defense.
Matt Milano, number 1 in your hearts.
They would have scored 60 defensive points there, Tank, right? Last year, that game wasn't.
I'm sorry, I was corresponding with our co-manager.
Oh, you want to win?
So I wasn't listening to anything.
That guy if you wanted to win.
Who?
Well, he's on my team, so I gotta,
You might as well just talk to Dylan. Do what you're drafting.
See, at least my guys are here to help us out. You know what I mean?
That's
So
true.
you better watch it over there, TrapNerd.
Listen, we like to have a strong leadership.
And so do
Otherwise you deal with a minute and a half of thinking.
and so do we.
There's too much.
But hold up, the Mexican podcast was just quiet. They just picked
You
somebody.
guys are
who-
all fucking around, so I just picked. I figured you'd let you guys
Nonsense.
argue.
No nonsense.
Well, speaking of a true leader, He's not taking any bullshit this year like he did last season. Listen, during this offseason, got a cool full sleeve tat. Took jiu-jitsu, learned how to fall. So when Von Miller comes around that, she's going right off his head. Okay? And any reporters out there, you better fucking watch your mouth because this Samoan bloodline is coming after you, Oos.
Okay.
What? Tua Tagovailoa.
Easy. Let's not compare him to Roman Reigns.
Acknowledge your tribal chief, Tua Tagovailoa.
I'll acknowledge him in the toilet, where Miami's whole season's going to go.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's your
Before
opinion,
that
brother?
nonsense was spouted.
Listen, I'm True Blue Bills, but...
Listen, keep your number 2s to yourself.
Keep
all I
your
gotta say
number
about
twos to yourself.
Here in the 11th round, I'm going to go with the actual wide receiver one down in Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
The actual wide receiver one down in Pittsburgh. It's
Wow.
unfortunate that he couldn't bag a touchdown last year, but there's no way in hell that happens 2 years in a row.
I like that.
A lot of targets, a lot of receptions, couldn't find the end zone. He's going to this year. Simple, Deontay Johnson. Get on my squad. No disrespect.
You're good.
Say what?
All right. This is real ugly season now.
It sure is.
It is.
Let me see who else is up, because you like these rookies, man.
All right, I'm going to be a little bit of a homer here.
Oh, bro.
Went to Arizona State, so did this guy. RB1 over in Tampa Bay. No competition over there.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Rashad White.
Dang, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Thank you.
This is terrible.
It was ugly.
It's terrible.
It was ugly last year, but I'm hoping it gets a little bit better.
Sean
this year.
Tucker's taking that
No.
that
way.
RB1 spot
No
real
way.
quick. That's my guy.
The Syracuse guy.
He got talent, but
I like Sean Tucker. If he didn't get hurt, he would have got drafted. But
I got to see him with my own eyes.
Something like.
I'm not wasting anybody's time here. I know exactly where I'm going.
Thank you, Zach.
We're going to go with, I don't like this pick, honestly, but there's not really much we're working with here. Let's go with Hollywood Brown, the man who likes to go fast.
97 speed, I'm mad.
That's Henry
What about
Ruggs.
this next guy? Is he going fast?
This position needs more love than it gets. They can either be the hero of a game or the villain of a game. Give me the best kicker, possibly the greatest in the NFL
boy.
ever. Man with the longest kick ever.
Brandon
Justin
McManus.
All right.
Ray Finkel?
Jay Tuck.
Great choice, sir.
Nobody got that reference.
You threw TrapNerd Sports off a little
You
bit.
did.
So.
You did.
You did.
You did. This is a tough one. All right. I'm going to go with a guy I think is going to break out. And that way I'll have the wide receiver one on Washington no matter what. And I'm going to grab Jahan Dotson.
I mean, like, do I just go kicker here?
You could.
Get your kicker. Show the kicker some
I think
love.
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a kicker for an offense that's going to score a lot. They have been scoring a lot.
Young Hoku.
Give me Harrison Butker, the Chiefs kicker.
Ugh, you son of a bitch.
All right, while all these guys are kicking to the can here, we're going to stick with our wide receiver mold. Last season wasn't too great. But now they got a new head coach and a new system in place. New culture set over there in Broncos country. Let's ride with Jerry Jeudy in Denver.
Is he also getting another hamstring, you think?
Yeah, my right one's going
Listen.
to him.
Yeah.
Does he score touchdowns? Even
You better
better
take it
question.
back now. It's not on your team.
That's all right. Hey, it's a good bench spot.
All right, I got something to say.
No,
So all I've been hearing about since, like, for 2 years, he's the greatest. He's going to win the Super Bowl. We don't even have to have it this year because he already won it, but he's still on the fucking board.
Deshaun Watson?
He's still there. He's still sitting there, still smoking his weed in his ice house, and no one drafted him. So I'm going to take him as a insurance policy, just in case.
You hate him.
I hate him.
So why
I'm
you
going
doing
to take him. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers.
He's the top 5 all
Can't
time.
beat him, join him.
That I'll agree with.
Yeah, well,
Someone's going to come needing a quarterback at some point, so give me a call.
He was my favorite quarterback before he went to the Jets.
I didn't like him.
I like Aaron
mean, I loved
Rodgers.
him
As
until
a
he went to the
quarterback, I
Jets.
like him. As a
loved him
quarterback.
until he went
I
to
really
the
like Aaron Rodgers. but
I love hallucinogenics. So
I'm
all for that.
I'm just freaking sick of
Allegedly.
hearing it.
Oh, no, he took it.
So what did I miss?
He took it.
Nothing really. Just a guy who's been bad mouthing for months. You just took.
I take my phone with me so no one looks at my queue.
That's all anybody's been
We
talking.
don't care about your cue, Josh. Come on.
Right.
It's called security. All right.
So I'm gonna keep robust in my bench, and I'm gonna go with David Montgomery. If it
pick.
actually clicks.
Maybe it won't.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Took him off somebody's thing.
All right.
All right, who's up?
Maybe. I don't know.
This pick is easy for us. We were talking about getting this guy in the 11th, but now he slid to us in the 12th. Sticking out again. Give me Cam Akers.
I like that pick.
Thank you.
That's a good pick.
BillsAholic.
He's gonna get a lot of garbage time.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, you are.
After Deontay Johnson is done dropping footballs for Beefy over here, I'm sure Kenny Pickett's going to get sick of that real fast, and he's either going to throw it to our boy George Pickens or he's going to throw it to our boy Pat Fryermuth.
The Muth
And
is
we're going
loose.
to take Muth here.
I love that.
All right. It's about time we go kicker. No T-Bass. No T-Bass.
No T-Bass.
Why not?
That wind, the way it blew, dude, the wind in the stadium, it gets crazy. I think it's a safe pick here to go with a guy like
Like a guy from Las Vegas, Daniel Carlson.
Okay.
They've had him the last couple of years. You know?
No Evan McPherson.
kick field goals inside.
Yes, it is.
It's about time we get a rookie on this team. Cut it straight to the point. Give me Zay Flowers.
I'm gonna go with
Donnie was in there. Donnie was in there.
Mr. Number 5. Touchdowns in the playoffs. Gabe Davis.
These guys are similar to the Buffalo Bills over here.
I mean, when you are projected to win the Super Bowl, it's hard not to.
It's good to be projected. It's another thing to actually do it for once.
Shut your face.
Wow.
I'm just gonna grab. I'm gonna grab a kicker, and I'm gonna go with Atlanta's kicker because they're probably not gonna be successful in the red zone and have to kick. So that's my plan here.
Young Hoku.
Okay. You go ahead and announce. You go ahead and announce our pick.
All right.
This guy, hey.
From my source to my left, Donnie told us to pick this man.
He was also in the top 5. Make sure you draft list.
I already know who it is.
He's a rookie wide receiver on the Los Angeles Chargers.
QJ.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson.
I'll probably be like third in targets over there, maybe fourth.
Probably first because, Keenan's going to go down. Mike
What?
Williams is going to go down. Who you got
What?
left?
Quentin Johnson.
Quentin Johnson.
If that happens, Austin Eckler will just get another 170 targets.
Yeah, we'll still get it regardless.
This is not a bad spot to be. You got people like Brandon Cooks. You know are gonna get 1K a year. People like Kadarius Toney, who are either really boom or bust. Khalil Herbert, all reliable. But enough of the nonsense. We're taking former Offensive Player of the Year, slant man himself, Michael Thomas.
Is he gonna play a game?
Hopefully.
He should be good, though. He's not number 1 anymore.
No. He should be all right.
Let him relax.
Yeah, let him hang out.
Get his quiet yards.
Yep. Nothing too crazy.
All right, well, there's a lot of guys here I like. I'm a little low on running back right now. Aaron Jones went a little bit earlier, but he's getting old, man.
Is he?
A.J. Dillon's right there in his prime. Just missed the top 25 last year. Great guy to have on your bench at the running back position. So I'm going to go with A.J. Dillon.
Is it because of the legs?
Good pick, man.
It is the legs, man. It is the
Wide
legs.
legs. How can you stop that?
I drafted him so I can call him and ask him for his leg day routine, trying to get my quads up.
That's smart.
Yeah, smart. I like it.
Yeah, we're I'm gonna
You're
take
what?
a guy I had last year. Watch this man send Mr. Hideaway, whatever the fuck you want to call Aaron Rodgers. Send him packing in the last week of the season.
Just call him Aaron Rodgers, honestly.
Could just call me Aaron.
Whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, I don't want to call him that.
Call him
Give me
MVP.
Give me the happiest man in the NFL, Jamal Williams.
He's a happy guy.
That was a great pick. I was going to be my next pick.
It is
So
a
we
good
can
pick.
go defense here. We got backup QB. We don't need all that though. We need options. So
Options, okay.
let me see what our options are. That's a great question.
They do say defense wins championships.
They do. They say that a lot.
And you are former champion.
I'm the former champion, but we can pass on a defense for now.
Oh.
Looking at both of the running backs from Washington. We got Robinson, who got shot last year. Still came back before Michael Thomas did.
Follow me.
So you can stack up the running game. We can look at the wide receivers.
Hey, you were talking about heart earlier. I think he's got heart, don't you think?
He does have heart.
That might be the definition of heart right there.
You know what? You just
Right.
convinced me.
That might be it right
Give
there.
me Robinson. He's got heart right
Good
there.
pick. I was going to take him.
There you go, dude.
Fuck that.
Well, I'm happy you took that one because I'm going to go with Gibson. Two-time top 15 running back.
Fuck.
Bieniemy said he's going to use him in more creative ways.
Fuck.
Oh, that is offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
We just get everyone.
Best athlete that team's got
Fuck.
if Scary Terry's not playing. So give me Antonio Gibson. And I have 3 Washington Commanders. I don't really like that
Put your left
strategy,
hand up.
but I got him.
That is indeed a strategy.
Who are we?
The
It's
Commanders.
just the way it fell, man. It might be the only team I have a Commander.
You know what
on,
else is
but
falling?
House is
The
falling.
poop pipes.
Poop pipes are going back up, man. $40 million invested in that stadium there.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're
That's
falling.
like
I'm saying
3
they
seats
fell.
in this economy, man.
It's going to be some nice-ass seats, baby.
They better be, man.
Bounce back here, hopefully, for that
Beefy
guy.
Carr's just thinking. He's got his, he's rubbing his chinny
Yeah.
chin there.
He's been very quick with his
I
picks.
have been up until this
Up
point.
until now,
And
yeah.
I've been
You'd be like, yeah,
pretty-
fuck it. Give me this
yeah,
guy.
I'm pretty. I think I'm going to take a guy, my least favorite team in the league. RB1 in the squad, though. Obviously, he's got Roshan Johnson behind him, which he could make an impact. But to start the season, Khalil Herbert is going to be that guy in the backfield.
Bear down.
Bear down.
Well, just like Zach's pick earlier,
Oh.
he mentioned this guy. Yeah, you know,
Donnie. No, Donnie is forced trying to run away.
we need some players that like
Put
to.
him down. He's too wild.
We need some players that like to bet on themselves. And they got
Donnie in
heart.
fourth.
Ew.
He's suspended for 6 games, but when it comes down to the championship stretch,
What's 6 games?
well, 6 games when you got J-Mo Williams waiting for you.
J-Mo, Waymo.
Yeah.
There you go. There you have it. Next, Ken, who you got?
Well, I need a running back.
I mean, you don't need one.
Well, gotta have an extra running back, so to speak.
Maybe you should have one. Or 2.
Or 3.
Or all the running backs.
Definitely 3.
That'd be a team.
He's new.
An interesting team. That wouldn't get paid.
He's new.
He spells his first name wrong, but let's go with him.
Let's go with who?
Carbonate, or whatever, however it's pronounced.
He just
I don't know if the
spells
T's silent. I don't know if he's
Rocking
French.
Seattle's running backs over there.
Oh, I get it. I got it.
Gotta add a little bit of depth here. This is gonna hurt my heart a little bit, but
Don't do it.
I gotta do it.
You don't have to.
I do because I'd like to have a little bit of one extra here.
No.
I'm gonna go with Mr. David Njoku.
That's a good pick.
I can't believe you dropped that low.
Could be a
That's solid depth.
He's got tight end 1 upside for sure.
How many more picks we got? 4.
You got 4.
4, yeah.
All right. We're going to solidify our backup quarterback position. Give me Dak Prescott.
I thought you said you wanted to solidify it.
Like, he's a good fantasy quarterback. I just hate him in real life.
Yeah, me too.
I just hate the Cowboys.
He may be on the bench halfway.
I have reasons.
All right, every rookie quarterback needs a veteran wide receiver presence.
He's on the
Let's get the wide receiver 1 for the Panthers, Adam Thielen.
He is wide receiver 1.
I made that pick yesterday. He is wide receiver 1.
First touchdown pass from Bryce Young.
Not like that.
Wide receiver 1, that is Adam Thielen. That is not good.
Someone has to.
Someone's got to lead the team.
He'll probably have 10 touchdowns.
Below 0.
Yo, Tank.
Yo,
I got a question
Chris,
for you, bro.
go ahead, ask me. I don't know if I'm gonna like this because yeah, go ahead.
I mean, this guy gets compared to Josh all the time.
Oh,
That's all I heard about all offseason.
Don't do it. They're doing it to
Don't
you.
do it.
I mean,
They're doing it too.
I gotta know, what do we think
They're not doing it.
about Anthony Richardson?
Yo, definitely don't pick him. Don't pick him.
I was going for him next.
It's in there.
Fuck.
Anthony Richardson.
He was our next pick.
All right, so I wasn't going for him next anyway.
The great pick, though. Great pick. I'm just saying that because we wanted him. But.
Yeah, he's a little hurt.
Hey,
He said this is our chance.
rookie of the year.
He'll be here.
All right. Last pick, we picked Dak. I'm all about stacks. Give me Brandon Cooks.
Wow, that's a little under the gun.
Man. Yeah, that is
Under the gun stack.
He ain't doing jack.
You're a hater. Bad playing calling though. Maybe he might do nothing.
Bad team.
Bad team. Promise.
They're gonna find a way to fuck it up.
Well, I'm gonna go with. I don't know how else to describe this, but more of a just a kind of see how he does kind of situation from your New York Bills. Jalen Hyatt.
I thought the Bills were in New York.
They're the only team in New York, but all the players are going to the Giants.
No, I feel you.
I'm just picking some garbage time players now. So
It's not garbage time, all right?
it's
crunch time.
Burks.
This is where you win the league.
Yeah.
That's actually a really. I like Burks a lot.
Burks is a good pick.
He's gonna get a lot of fourth quarter catches.
Especially
Probably
if
none,
they're down big
actually.
in the fourth. Maybe.
Oh, we're on the clock right now?
Yeah, we're on the clock. You want to go deep? Yeah,
Pay attention, man.
let's get this defense. Yo, go to the announcement.
Not.
Hell no.
Some brotherly
You sure?
rivalry over there, man.
100%. They're gonna have the defensive player of the year on this team.
On this team?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? They got like at least two options.
That's what I'm saying. One of them's gonna get it.
They got a second year Sauce and a what's he on his 5th year, 6th year, Quinnen?
No more braces, baby.
No more braces. Let's get
Let it loose.
So look, man.
let's get the Jets defense, huh? Why not?
I think I'm going to be that team that changes their defense week to week depending on whoever the Houston Texans are facing. So give me the Baltimore Ravens defense for week 1.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, there you go.
That's smart.
No faith in CJ Stroud?
Not even a little bit.
Hell no.
That's crazy.
Not the
you can't say
slightest bit.
Loser.
Not at least from the jump.
No, not the first game.
I can't believe defenses are off the board, and this isn't one of them. But top 2 defense 2 years running, guys.
Cool,
The
dude.
Dallas Cowboys.
That's a good pick. I was going to pick them, but
They won me a playoff game last year, so I got to go back
that's
to
fair
them.
enough.
I got 22 points in the first week of the playoffs.
Gotta take
Yeah,
my-
that's the defense I wanted.
Well, Tank.
Yeah.
That's what you get for having a brother like that, man.
Yeah, you know.
Sorry, I want to win. Sorry, I want to win.
Sorry.
Give ever a brother like that.
Gotta take a defense while they're still on the board. I hate this team, but let me take the Steelers defense.
Yeah, that's good defense.
They're
good
always
pick.
consistent.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
They're always consistent.
pick,
There's a good defense. I just hate the Steelers, you know.
One of our close friends is a diehard Steelers fan.
Oh, no, I get it. I get it.
You kind of understand.
I know a guy who's a fan of a team.
You know.
Really? Wow. Yeah, you know people that like football. Wow, that's amazing. Wow.
a couple guys that are
Wait, where'd you meet this guy?
You're
Just
right.
like
You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, we're not quite at the end yet. I'm gonna take a man that loves the happy ending. Give me Deshaun Watson.
That's a bar.
That's a good one. Did you write that one down? How long you holding on to that one?
Like 2 minutes.
All right, good for you. I like it. I'm
Just
proud.
like the Sean.
That's a good one.
Sorry.
Well, he can join Robert Kraft.
TrapNerd Sports. Who we think?
If you know, you know.
All right. Well, not
If
an
you don't,
exciting
sorry.
pick, but probably the best backup quarterback you can have right here. Top 6 guy last year. Earned himself a spot on the quarterback show on Netflix.
Kirk Cousins?
Man with the most drip in the league.
Makes my team really boring. And he wears terrible flannels, but he's a good fantasy quarterback, so we're going to go with Kirk Cousins.
I don't know. He's kind of dripped out. Did you see quarterback?
I saw the one outfit. It was not. I haven't finished it, but the first outfit wasn't very good.
I thought you would
He
go
looked
with,
like he was going to sell me a Bible.
He's got a mustache. Actually, he will.
But, yeah, exactly.
But he's got a mustache now.
Can I redo my
Handlebar.
pick? This is a no mustache team.
Sorry about it.
Damn it. All right, well, we'll trade him.
I wonder if he
have to
drives a
fact
white
check
van,
that.
too.
The wide receiver one on this team has an injury, and for this, I'm going to select
Good
Cortland Sutton.
Good pick.
I like that pick.
Hopefully,
I was
Russell
eyeing him
Wilson
up.
can figure it out a little bit this year, and at least throw for more touchdown passes than bathrooms he has.
Yes.
And we'll go with that.
Are you kidding me? Why not?
No.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. My team's stacked. You guys are all screwed.
No.
You guys are screwed.
This is why I love the
No,
way.
please. No. I'm not folding on this one. No.
This is why I love.
You got
the
to,
way.
bro.
I'm not. I'm
gonna do it.
I know Donnie will agree with me. I know he will.
He loves it.
Who knows?
Didn't he force you to
a
pick the
great
Jets last
question.
pick?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I can't fold this one.
You face him. You
He's a
force him to
tyrant
take
over
whatever
there,
pick
man.
you want this one.
Come on over to TrapNerd Sports where we treat our employees great. Man.
Oh,
Oh,
that's why they're here.
It doesn't seem like
That's why they're here right now,
They
though.
They have
showed
trust
up.
in their leader because they know I'll make the right pick, and I'm not going to stop them from making the pick they want, man. Look at you over there trying to bully the little brother.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
but
I'm
if you're
trying
at
to
the Legion,
I'm
Come
trying
on,
to give him
man.
facts.
We treat you.
There's no facts.
Come
Okay,
on.
I'll just hate
I
it.
like
Go ahead
it.
and make
Get
your
them
fucking
against each other
pick.
before the season
Go ahead and
starts.
make
I
the
love
pick.
it.
I don't know what's happening over there.
Go ahead and
Tank
make
talk-
they're
Tank talk
crumbling.
records.
I'm telling you, when he scores fucking 7 touchdowns a season, don't come back to me.
I can't say too much in case he's still there, but we're getting the new Miami running back. Full speed.
All right.
If he gets touched, though, he only weighs 5 pounds.
Hey, it don't matter.
Might blow away on a
Quinn
windy
Williams
day.
is going to pick him up and throw him into the safety.
Don't matter if you can't catch
See
him.
what I'm saying?
Don't matter if you can't catch him.
See what I'm saying?
Quietly
No
over
nonsense.
Little quiet Tony pick over there.
Just took him. He's
Silent
hurt.
killer
but-
over there.
Silent Tony
He's hurt,
pick.
but he'll be
still-
back.
He's still available.
Dude's going to somehow end up being the wide receiver 5 this year.
Somehow.
Mirando's
Just-
going to win it all. His hamstrings are healed now.
That's it.
I'm gonna go with the
Little
wide
bit of ice,
receiver
he'll
one
be
out of
fine.
New England.
Don't worry about quarterback when the time comes.
Yeah.
Corvette.
Except for Duke. Wide receiver 1, New England Patriots, Juju Smith-Schuster.
What are you gonna do if his
I heard
knee
about his knee,
explodes?
yeah.
That's why he's on my bench.
16th round pick, whatever.
Your punishment for taking him, though, if you win, you got to do a TikTok dance.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You got to ask him to do a dance with you, though.
No, I won't do it.
Damn.
Won't do it. I'd rather do it with Patrick Mahomes' brother than somebody wearing a fucking.
I don't know what that.
Patriots
Isn't he like? Didn't he get
He
arrested
got more.
or something?
He got more followers.
Yeah, he
He's
did.
looking better off.
He's on team Deshaun Watson, no consent.
Great pick.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go with somebody. Did Aaron Rodgers follow him to New York, or was it the other way around?
uniform. Alan Lazard.
We'll go Alan Lazard.
I thought you were talking about the coach.
The Lazard King.
All right.
All right.
Good pick there.
We're a Bills podcast. We haven't won anybody on the Bills in quite some time.
Damn it, dude.
Nah, we already got the kicker. For shits and giggles, we're gonna go Damian Harris here, just for the backup running
Be
back.
a goal line hawk. Yeah, sneaky good pick.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine now.
You just had to get that one out the way.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What are you doing?
Or, hey,
A lot of guys wrote this guy off, but he didn't write back last season. Give us Geno Smith.
He was like QB what? Like he was like
Is he
QB
on
5.
last?
He was
Yeah.
I'm surprised he dropped this low, honestly.
dude.
I was going between
He was
him
an
and
absolute
Cousins.
monster.
So, because I'm a homer. Born and raised. But also because I like his charity. We're going to go with Dawson Knox. Get them Knox socks, baby.
Knox socks.
Well, we can get him right now. Either way, don't.
after,
Was all over that trophy.
Next game is up.
I know.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
If you guys steal my
Yeah, I'm
pick,
You
can wait till
flipping
next
this
year,
shit
too.
over, dude.
I'll have it again
I'm
the next
fucking
2-3
flipping it.
years.
Hey,
Say keep
you got the muscles for that, dude?
Listen, I'm
heavy ass
stringy,
paper.
dude.
Maybe not.
Oh,
you got
oh,
it.
oh.
That was my left, buddy. You want to see what happens
Okay,
when the right
dude,
comes
it's
out.
right.
Oh, that was straight beer right there.
Yeah, man.
Beer power.
Who? Sorry. That was reflex.
All right, Rich, what are we thinking?
I'm looking. Yeah, let's go for it.
He's taking T.
Give me Elijah Moore.
Good pick.
I like that.
Okay, I like Elijah.
All right.
So you're
Let me ask you guys a question. Who's a rookie quarterback's best friend?
Motherfucker.
This guy was
Son
Kicker?
of a bitch.
this guy was also on Donnie's top 5 players to draft list.
Punt God? Travis Kelce is
Dalton
also
Schultz.
injured.
You're a fucking asshole, man.
Dalton Schultz.
We need a tight end, man. Travis
Third
Kelce's
best tight
injured
end
the
in
first
the
week.
league. 2 years ago.
That pick at all.
That's an amazing pick.
That's a solid pick.
Come on.
I actually
Come on.
forgot about it. I was actually looking at him about 3 minutes ago, and I forgot.
He was a T
Hell yeah.
last year, man.
Come on.
Missed
Hell
3
yeah.
games and still was a top 11 guy.
We got 2 top 3 tight ends on the team, bro.
You're a scum.
First and
man.
almost last pick.
You're a scum.
What are you gonna do now?
I know what I'm doing still. I got backups.
Is it crazy to go back-to-back Texans?
No, not at
That's
all.
been crazy.
Depends on who it is, though.
Like
I'm going to love this pick, too.
nothing.
Are you going Stroud after you
a
just
rookie
said you hate him?
quarterback likes more than a safety blanket tight end is another rookie wide receiver, right?
Yeah, I think
The one
so.
that had one in the preseason. Give me tanked out.
Shout out
Who?
the Tank family. Shout out.
Who?
All right, we're going back-to-back Texans. Now we're going to go back-to-back rookies. I think
Okay.
if,
All right, now come on, let's go 3 in a row.
if the running back...
Come on, let's
Come on.
Let's get the Texans.
Let's go
off the
3 in a
board.
row. I don't even know if there's any more Texans available.
The Singletary's there. You can get Singletary.
No.
Oh, yeah? He
No.
could.
CJ still there?
If the running back ahead of this guy gets hurt, this is going to be a league-winning pick.
Don't
And
do
if the
it.
running back ahead of him is very skinny,
Okay, yeah, all right.
already had injury problems in the 2 years he's been in the league, we're going to go with Tank Bigsby.
Wow.
Tank pick.
2 tanks?
Oh, I didn't even do the
Back-to-back
tank!
tanks?
Shout out.
Back-to-back
That's
rookie,
what's up.
back-to-back tank.
Picking-
3 tank picks in a row.
That's crazy.
That
Yeah.
is wild.
That's awesome.
Look at
A
God.
lot of tanks. That's a
3
lot of
tanks.
Roll the
Rookies,
tanks,
2
man.
Texans.
Roll the
That means
tanks.
Tank's about to win.
You say roll tanks.
Roll tanks.
Roll tank.
World of tanks.
I guess we'll keep the tanks going. We'll get Tank Komet.
Tank.
All right, shout out.
Let's go.
Welcome to the family.
We're out drafting a guy named Tank now. Okay.
Cousin Cole.
There you go.
Cool command.
You know, let's
Actually, I'm not. He's not.
All right, last round here, fellas.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know,
You got a good one.
guess I'm just gonna take a wide receiver to finish up my draft.
Anybody suspended, Zach, that you can get?
Finish strong.
I don't know.
They're all
Just get
taken.
Antonio
They're all
Brown.
I think they're all gone already. You know, I was looking at Zay Jones. You know, not really, but I was looking at Zay Jones.
Really?
We got
He's looking at
Tank
him now.
Boyd on there. We're gonna take Rashad Bateman though as our last player.
Bateman. What a guy.
Sorry to break
Sean hang
the
out a
tank
lot.
streak,
That's
but
all right. There's no one left anyways.
It had to end at some
Masters
point.
of their craft.
There's a lot of sleepers left here that
I'm-
I'm get a shot on.
On the sleeper app.
But I mean, I guess I have to start a kicker. So
Yeah,
You
we'll
don't
go
have
with,
to.
We'll get one Bills player on my team.
Don't you
And
dare.
we'll go with Tyler Bass.
You son of a bitch.
When it's all said and done, you guys are gonna say the Green Bay Packers did it again. Give me Jordan Love.
oh hell no.
Give me Jordan Love.
Oh hell no. This guy's lost the plot.
Uh-huh. You guys are gonna say the Green Bay Packers did it again.
The Bills, they haven't done it since 2011.
Oh, we need a kicker. This is the
The
last
Bills
round.
have
Okay.
2011.
The Bills have never done it.
We can wait.
But keep in mind, they did it with somebody from Niagara Falls.
The Bills have.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, with
That's
our
right. Not disrespecting
last
these
pick,
guys.
we're going to go with Old Reliable. They're saying he's the next best kicker of all time.
Evan McPherson.
Rodrigo
Evan
Blankenship.
Steve
McPherson.
Christie.
Fear McFear.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that when we were all taking kickers, that McPherson didn't go at least top 3 out of the kickers. He's a
Oh, you're
And
giving
here
us
he is.
credit. Thank you.
he's a monster.
I picked the
I'm
goat,
just gonna
so
pick a guy because I
he did.
recognize his name. So, there you go.
Bryce Young.
Tyler Higbee.
That's a good pick.
This guy loves Tyler Higbee.
He loves
Had
tight
him
ends,
last
too.
year,
He's got
too.
3 of
Last
them.
year. He did well for me last year on my bench when I brought him in.
Well, it's easy to kick field goals when the other team is so dehydrated they can't even defend it.
Oh wow.
So
Poor team.
I'm gonna go with Jason Sanders.
That's all you said.
Who's gonna be Mr. Irrelevant, fellas?
Tony's playing. Bro, why you
Let me
Surprise me.
surprise you.
I want to know
I'm
who.
gonna close out the app. Surprise
I want to know who Mr. Irrelevant's gonna be.
Mr. Irrelevant.
The draft Tom Brady.
You gotta announce it and everything. Make it all cool.
Who's Big Yak thinking here?
So I don't have the jersey on me.
We decided we needed a defense or a kicker because we ignored that position the entire draft.
Oh, shit.
So let's give us the team that faces Arizona Week 1 in the Washington Commanders.
There you go.
Somebody's be hitting that waiver wire strong for that kicker, huh?
Super.
Mr. Relevant.
Mr. Irrelevant. Mr. Irrelevant.
Let's go Jacoby Myers.
Last pick.
All right.
Jacoby Myers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's it for the Emerge 2023-2024 Fantasy League.
Yeah.
Let us know your predictions.
Let us know your predictions.
They don't even predict, they know.
Go ahead and they don't remember
They
who
know.
we all picked. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thank you everybody for stopping by for this gathering, the second Emerge Fantasy League draft. When it's all said and done, you know where the trophy's gonna sit. You know where it's gonna call home. Right here in front of us on the new Tank Talk set here. All right.
Yeah.
I think you just mean that it's going to be in this building and nobody's actually.
No.
Well, it'll be in this building regardless.
On this table with us.
You mean on that table.
When Zach Squared, or not
Who?
Zach Squared, sorry, when the Beefy Podcast
Whoa,
borrows your
he's-
set because somebody else is using the other set. That's the only time it'll be on this set.
So it sounds like he's a little lost.
Hey, man, we haven't even recorded a Beefy episode yet, all right? I'm still getting used to the new name. Thursday, hopefully.
Oh, it's Thursday. All right.
Thursday.
Breaking
Wow.
news.
Thursday. All right.
Before football? Before or after football?
During.
All right,
Damn.
to close this thing off, we'll go around the room, plug everybody's podcasting, because this is what this is for, a collaborative here. So we'll start with the new rookie podcast to the right side here, and we'll make our way around.
First podcast starting.
Right after this.
Right after
actually.
this.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Right
it's
after this.
Almost that time. BillsAholic Pod, man. Check us out. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Thank you, Emerge. Thank you, you guys. I'm excited. Excited to take that trophy home. Finally bring a Lombardi trophy home to the Bills Mafia.
Wow.
You know, I've been waiting on that my whole entire life. Probably will never see it, but yeah.
Whoa.
That hurts.
Get
At
out.
least he's honest,
sitting
right?
next to this guy.
Yeah. I'm trying to feed into his head. Beefy Card Shop on Instagram. Gonna be shooting our first podcast on Thursday with the Beefy Podcast. Super excited to get it going. Thank you, Emerge. Thank you all you guys for having me in this league. And like he said, I mean, everybody's gonna say it. That trophy's fucking mine.
716th Attack Legion podcast here. Be going live on TikTok with you guys soon enough. We'll be doing our podcast here also tonight shortly. As we react to Ahsoka's fourth episode. Sorry, third
Still
week in
got
a
to
row.
see it.
It's great. You're missing out.
Well, I know it's great.
Watch our podcast. We'll check it out. Check us out on TikTok. We'll be going live on there with you guys there. And I'm not going to say that trophy's coming home with me because it's not. I'm just happy to be a part of it. And, you know, guys, I appreciate it. And thank you, Moranto, for getting this co-op going.
Boom.
All right. I'm Duke Clark of the TrapNerd Sports Podcast.
Are you?
Big rivalry between TrapNerd Sports and Tank Talk, but also a lot
Friendly
of
rivalry.
very friendly rivalry. We're on each other's shows all the time. TrapNerd Sports, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. TrapNerd Creations if you want some merch. Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, looking forward to beating Tank in another fantasy league.
Tell them the record from last year. Don't leave that out.
I won a championship. That's all that matters.
Well, the
Regular season
matches
records
between
do
you.
not matter.
The money does.
Who won the championship game?
Good for you, pal.
That was a salty good for you, pal.
Good for you, pal. It's a new year. It's a new year.
The newly formed, reformed, I should say, Beefy Podcast. We're going to keep her in the locker, you know, follow us on really just Instagram. That's all we use. Maybe we'll start getting some more stuff going. We're the most inconsistent podcast in the world, as we always say. So, you know, if you think it's half-assed as it sounds, it absolutely is. But I promise it's a great time when you're there. So give us a watch.
All right. Yeah, shout out to everyone here. Shout out Tank. Shout out Moranto and Emerge. Thank you for having us on, putting this together. Check out the BigYAC Podcast for all your fantasy tips, sports betting tips, and NFL previews every week, Wednesday nights at 7:30.
Everyone, thank everybody for kind of coming in and being part of this. Follow the Next of Kin podcast. Follow Double Fist Punch podcast. More importantly, just follow all the podcasts. Check them all out. Super proud that we're a year in and we're up somewhere between 11 and 12 podcasts. Weren't sure this was going to work, and seems like we're on our way. So thanks for everybody. And I don't really honestly believe I will be carrying that trophy home, but it's okay.
Wow.
I'm all right with that.
All right. Let's send it over. All right, if you're watching here, welcome back to the Tank Talk Podcast YouTube channel. For those new viewers watching, we're a sports podcast, mainly football. As you can see here, we just hosted this beautiful Emerge Fantasy Football League for the second year in a row. Live every Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out here at Tank Talk _pod. Follow everything Tank Talk at Tank Talk _pod. Thanks for tuning in, and we shall see you next time. And good luck to everybody here in the Emerge Fantasy Football League. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.